We bought a 40-foot camper. We've never seen it. Looked at it on the internet and bought it. That's the whole story, right? That's why we bought a camper.
Yep.
How long have we wanted one? At least 2 days.
12 minutes?
12 minutes. But I just think it makes total sense, and I think we spent a day convincing ourselves to just do it. We just did it. So now we're heading north. A couple dirt bikes and a camper. What do you think?
It's a little house. It's a mini house.
It's huge.
It is.
Taco's like, we need a big camper. I'm so out of room. A little spot back there. You got your spot.
I'm glad I don't have to drive it.
I am so scared. Look at how big it is back there. It doesn't look all that big in the mirrors. If we live through this, I swear that I will pray every night and that I will never say a swear word again.
Another roundabout. First mile, another roundabout.
Not taking the roundabout.
Well, it's there. It's scary.
It's not scary just to see roundabouts. It's scary to go on roundabouts. Big rigging, you know what I'm saying? Big rigging. Feel it. You feel it? You feel the back end sway once in a while?
I know.
When a little wind gust comes along and grabs it, it swings the back end a little. That's when I remember that I'm doing 75 and I do have a camper. I learned
What's the
that
speed limit?
70. So
It's not 65 here?
it could be 65. Oh God. Here comes our first in-bank turn with a merge over water. It's like some sort of sick joke. I don't know why the water matters, but it just feels more daredevilish. Are you excited to live in a camper?
I am excited. I'm excited for the heat. And
You've
the
been
fireplace.
inside all day. You act like you've been outside frozen.
Well, I
Or
have
you're
been.
saying compared to the cabin up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we bought it because we have a hunting lodge up at our land, but we don't. That's got no heat. You have to use a wood stove, which means if it goes out in the middle of the night, you just freeze. You can't drink the water. It's got some critters. There's some extra guests that live there. And this time of year, the flies, hundreds of thousands of flies birth each other there. So that's why we got it. And we figure right now, we just picked a couple dirt bikes. Show them the dirt bikes, honey. Got a couple of Honda CRF110s. And this week we plan to build a dirt bike track. So we're gonna get the tractor. You and that dog. She's gotta get the dog in every video. So I hope you guys like dogs. You're gonna see a lot of the dog. If Emily's filming, we gotta get Emily to film more. Sometimes she can be hard to convince. She's always on her phone taking pictures of the dog, but I can't get her to GoPro any of our life adventures.
Wah, wah, wah. How'd the first night go?
Well, they sold us the wrong power cords, so we have no way to plug in, which means we're on all battery power, which means the outlets don't work, which means we can't make coffee, which means we had to go up and warm up old coffee. We can't really use the lights because we want to conserve battery power. We tried plugging into the truck and then setting my remote start to start every 2 hours. I decided not to. It was a neat idea. Now this morning I finally realized that I could plug in a battery charger to the garage, charge the battery, and then we're hoping that it can keep up. But we're down to half battery. Oh, those are thirds. We're down to 1/3 of battery. That's even worse news. And Emily just left the light on. So the mattresses feel like you're sleeping on a coffee table. What else, honey? So you definitely need to get a mattress pad. I think if we get a mattress pad and the right cord, and then we have to turn around, because we managed to set up our view of the hunting shack and the fire pit in the garage. because I was backwards in my thinking. So we need to spin this thing around. But last night we had pork rinds and taco meat for dinner. That was really good. Oh lordy. I didn't think it'd be roughing it by having the big old camper, but it is. It is still roughing it because we didn't do half the stuff right. But we're new campers. We don't know what the hell we're doing. I think the fun part's gonna be how much we're gonna learn. Problem solvers, right, honey?
Yeah.
And Emily didn't film any of that. So hopefully she does a better job filming today. So the first thing is, there's a kickstand on that side, right? So it can't fall that way. So you should approach the bike from this side.
Unlike the first time.
Unlike the first time when you knocked the bike over the minute you looked at it. Straighten out your wheel, grab both handlebars.
Crush my foot.
Brush your foot.
Somebody.
Now back up. If you need a brake, go that way towards the kickstand. You can try a hand back there and see if you're more comfortable with that. More comfy like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and now it won't go when you give throttle. Your throttle is that twist. Go ahead and twist it. The one thing that the biggest mistake people make, it's called whiskey throttle. It's when you panic and hold this wide open and go tearing through the woods head first. Don't do that. If you're gonna panic, let go of the throttle.
And hit the brakes.
And hit the brakes. But this is your front brake. This will send you over the handlebars. This is your rear brake.
So normally hit this one.
Yep. But the biggest thing is to just take your time and take it easy and get used to everything. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to stop fast. You can just take your time and get used to the bike. Makes you feel a little more comfortable.
I got it.
How long until you think he's gonna crash it?
He's definitely going to crash on this ride. I forgot to tell him not to stare at objects he doesn't want to hit. Yep.
You able to drive around?
Or not. Just got to tell him to shift. Time to go cut some trees down before that guy on a little dirt bike ends up running into him. Although I don't hear his bike anymore, so I wonder if he didn't find some trees already. I'll take the four-wheeler, go see if we got a man down. I found him. He was hunting wild leeks. You gotta try to find one with the big fat leaves and then kind of look at the stem going into the ground. That'll tell you about how big it is. If you guys have never picked these, here in Wisconsin we have wild leeks, which are basically an onion. They taste like onions. They're super strong. If you eat dozens of them, you will actually sweat them for days. I learned that when I was a young lad. But they look like this, and they got the purple stalks. Find some bees? You gotta find yourself a decent stick, Shay, and just dig them out. I, on the other hand, have not found a decent stick.
Did you break it in half?
I broke mine. Oh. Maybe if I pull a clump, it'll come off. Oh, no. Just managed to break off a whole clump. Man, you can really smell the onions. If I was actually trying to get these out to eat them, I wouldn't be smashing them, but I really just want to show you guys. They're likely not ready. Yeah, they're pretty decent size. Here's one. Broke off, but you want it? I'm gonna go cut them trees out of the trail for you.
Can't you drink the water out of these things?
No,
Rainwater.
it's not a coconut. Are you talking about water sitting in there? Yeah, if it's not fresh though, it can sometimes have parasites in it. First culprit here. Now I just got this chainsaw. I have no clue how to start it or anything. I'm hoping it's straightforward, but we'll know soon. This is Emily. All she does is prepare. She prepares the bed, prepares the camper, prepares the water, prepares the food. She's a prepper of a preparer. Why'd you park in the front lawn?
Because I'm still unloading.
Probably wondering how we got here. Well, the coronavirus chased us out of the Bahamas, and then we got sick of sitting in our home. So we bought this camper. We bought these dirt bikes. Bought that chainsaw, and we moved up to our hunting lodge. There's no heat in there. It looks nice, but there's no heat, and the water's rough at best. So the camper's your glamping luxuries. How's it going, boy?
Good. Can I go over that?
I'd prefer you don't.
Can I make this?
Yeah, just gotta lean a little. Hey, let me tell you one more trick. Whatever you look at, that's what you're gonna hit. So like, don't stare at that building and try not to hit it. Look where you wanna go. Because whatever you're staring at, you're gonna hit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So don't stare at something and go, oh, I don't wanna hit that, I don't wanna hit that, and poof, you'll hit it. Look where you wanna go, not where you don't wanna go. The more you know, son, the more you know. Go! Or something. Hi, Taco. Taco's getting a sister on Thursday, and he don't know it, and she's gonna be bigger than him.
He has no idea what's gonna happen.
Wow, this place is trashed. I like it. Looks like we live here. Did you switch mattresses back?
Yep.
You did?
Yep.
By yourself?
Okay,
How much damage did you cause?
None. Your wife is a lot stronger than you know.
Oh, I'm afraid of her. Strong-willed, that's for sure. Got the 32 horse Yanmar Cub Cadet tractor. There's some chip up. four-wheeler to slide the corners and smooth them out. These little dirt bikes just don't move enough dirt to
Smooth them?
smooth them.
I might have to go around these.
And I gotta go fix it. I accidentally put a jumper. If you miss that corner, you go off that dirt
I
mound.
saw you go off of it.
That wasn't on purpose.
Taco, get out of the road. Taco, come.
You want to get chained or do you just want to go on your own? Chained. So turn your key on. And this is your start button. This is your front brake. There's no clutch. Neutral is all the way down. And then there's 4 up. You shouldn't need to go past 2nd. This is your throttle. Just don't whiskey throttle and you should be fine. If she crashes, she'll never ride that thing again. She's really whipping. I've never seen anybody drive that slow. Hey, look at how slow she is going on that dirt bike. She's going so slow you can't see her. Say, watch Emily. She's so slow. Brakes. Neutral. Did you make it to 2nd?
I was in second the entire time.
This right here is why we're held up in the north woods of Wisconsin. Such a gorgeous night. It's like 65 degrees, 62 maybe. Beautiful sunset. So pretty. Look at this, Emily. The moon's out. You see that moon shape? Okay.
Peace out.
I like your campfire.
It's the only one I have.
Why are you cooking s'mores on a turkey fryer?
Because if I use the other one, the whole forest light on fire.
Why are you talking like that? Those s'mores going to your head? Look at this thing. That's ridiculous.